Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. If you haven't done so already, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this video. We have a lot to talk about today. So on the first update of the day, this is actually a recent physique update from Ramon Dino. Now, this was one day before the guest posing, but I still wanted to share this because Ramon looks incredible here. And honestly, guys, when I first seen Ramon Dino at the Mr. Olympia, I did honestly believe he was a little bit hyped. But I was unaware that he had travel issues getting to the Mr. Olympia. He was actually eating fried chicken in the airport 1 or 2 days out from the Mr. Olympia. And this is also recent of Ramon Dino doing muscle ups. I just thought it was incredible how a guy this size can still pull this off. I mean, he isn't an open competitor, but he's still pretty competitive. So Ramon actually guest posed today at the Awodibu Korea Classic. And what do you guys think about this? If this guy had a tan on, he could honestly probably hop in a lower level classic physique show and win. This guy just looks incredible. And the more and more that I saw his physique, the more and more that I just began to appreciate it. And I feel like Ramon Dino has a very good physique, that matches up well with the golden era. Now, I know classic physique isn't meant to be reminiscent of the golden era, but we wish that it was, guys. We wish that it was. Ramon Dino will still have to bring up that back a little bit to beat a guy like Chris Bumstead, but I'm very excited to see him at the Mr. Olympia in December. He plays second to Terence Ruffin at this Arnold Classic, so he has made a statement as being one of the best classic physique athletes in the world. And next, I just wanted to share this update. This is from Enrique Goncalves, I believe. I follow this guy on Instagram. He actually won the classic physique division. Of course, this was an amateur show, but this was the same show that Ramon Dino guest posed at the Awodibu Korea Classic. I will link his Instagram below. I've been following him for a little while, guys. I'm pretty sure you can see why. But I'll keep you updated on him. Just wanted to share this with you guys. So the next update of the day, this actually isn't a recent physique update, but Terence posted this up. I believe this was a photo shoot after the Mr. Olympia. But in all honesty, when you take a look at these two photos, what can you say about this physique? What do you tell Terence Ruffin he needs to work on? And I know Terence still has points he can improve on, but the point I'm making is Terence is an incredible poser. So taking a look at these shots just off rip, you really couldn't see any weaknesses because that is how you're supposed to pose. You're supposed to try to hide your weaknesses. And I thought this was interesting to share. Terence Ruffin posted this up recently. He said if he was ever asked who was one person you would like to train with, it would be Lee Labrada. And hey, here he is training with Lee Labrada, one of my favorite bodybuilders of all time. So always interesting, of course, to see the older guys training with the younger guys. Some of the top guys from the past passing down knowledge to some of the younger generation. Now, the next story of the day, this is, I guess, an interesting one. Blessing Awodibu posted up a video wrestling with an elephant. So I'm not 100% sure what he's doing. It's just Blessing Awodibu being Blessing as usual. What do I have to say about this? Do I have to say, Blessing is going to get hurt? He's a bodybuilder. He shouldn't be doing this. It's not really my take on it. I'm pretty sure some other channel will post it and give a rant about how he shouldn't be doing this. But I just wanted to share it with you guys. It's pretty interesting. Just Blessing being Blessing. If anything, he probably has to worry about some animal people, getting onto him by being on top of an elephant. But just wanted to share this story. Now, the next update of the day, this is a recent physique update from Steve Kuclo, who actually guest posed at his show, the Kuclo Classic, this past weekend. And I thought it was interesting. Steve Kuclo let all of the guys do their posing routines, not just the top 5 or the top 6. And I was saying how at the California Pro, they didn't even announce all of the winners. Even though Kuclo's show was an amateur show, I still thought that was pretty interesting. He gave all the guys the opportunity to pose, and they were very happy. But Steve Kuclo looks in shape as usual, and he probably isn't going to compete again. He's probably banking on coming in off those points for the Mr. Olympia. Now, we have another guest posing today, the third guest posing of the day. This was this past weekend. Samson Dauda guest posed at Fuad Abiyad's amateur show that he has. And as you guys know, Samson is a hostile athlete. Fuad is somewhat the owner of Hostile, I believe. But Samson looks incredible. He looks huge. And I'm pretty sure Samson is probably the best poser that we have in men's open bodybuilding. I usually give my daily posing tips, but all of you guys, guys like Terence Ruffin, guys like Samson Dauda, guys like Logan Franklin, I'm pretty sure they're pretty easy to reach, guys. These open class bodybuilders should definitely start working with people on their posing, because Samson is going to get on this stage and he's going to outpose you. I mean, you guys both have incredible physiques, but Samson gets up there and starts doing backflips and splits. That's a little bit off topic, guys. It's a little bit off topic, but having a great physique and being able to present it definitely makes you a threat. I mean, if two guys are pretty even and one guy's a better poser, I would think that the better poser would win, but just wanted to share this update of Samson Dauda with you guys. He's looking huge as usual. And in the next update of the day, this is a recent physique update from Sergio Oliva Jr. Now, these are the first updates since Sergio has moved to Dubai. He said this is actually one of his worst shots, and he wanted to share this just to be open with us. And something I said in my New York Pro video, you know, Sergio has a lot of pressure on him being the son of a 3-time Mr. Olympia. And Sergio said in the caption of this video, the physique that he has is unacceptable for being the son of a 3-time Mr. Olympia, which I think is pretty rough. You know, he said he should always have a great ab and thigh shot, but Sergio is about 300 plus pounds right now. You know, he's in the off season, not 100% sure what he's going to do this season, but Sergio, I am rooting for you. A lot of people aren't, but I am. Now, next, I just wanted to share these updates of Charles Griffin. And I believe these were at 1 day out of the Cali Pro, but with so much going on, there wasn't a live stream for the show. I didn't really want to upload a video because I wasn't sure when the show was actually going to happen. The IFBB definitely has to do something about that, but these are probably the best updates of Charles Griffin we had ever seen up until this point. Look at the legs on this guy. Look at the conditioning. Look at the arms, and definitely well-deserved win for Charles Griffin at the Cali Pro. Now, the next update of the day, this is a recent physique update from Akim Williams. I believe we should be about 9 to 10 weeks out of the Tampa Pro, probably 10 weeks out. And as I told you guys, he's working with the former coach of George Peterson, Justin Miller. So I'm pretty sure he's going to come in condition. As I stated before, I believe Akim just has something where his back just doesn't come in condition. Akim always has the conditioning in the glutes and the side leg. You guys can even see here a little bit of striations in the glutes and the separation in the side leg. And this is 10 weeks out, but Akim never seems to bring that back in, man. So hopefully with this new coach, he'll be able to nail it. Now, in the next update of the day, this is a recent update from Fabian Mayr. I've been keeping you guys updated on him. He's 5 weeks out from the Emperor Classic. And I'm getting very, very excited about Classic Physique, guys. I didn't really know how much I liked the division till, you know, it calmed down some. We had the Arnold Classic. We had the Boston Pro, you know, Mr. Olympia earlier in the year and last year. So it was always a lot of Classic Physique news. But right now, we just have a lot of guys that are really just trying to qualify. A lot of guys that haven't even been to the Olympia stage yet. But I'm ready to see some of these top Olympian Classic Physique athletes compete, man. Very, very excited. Now, the next update of the day, this is a recent physique update from Ramy Buendia. Now, I'm not really too interested in Ramy coming back. You know, if he decides to actually come back or not, it doesn't really matter. I always just want to share Ramy's progress because I remember where he was before. And he thought that he would never compete again. You know, he almost had to get one of the surgeries that Ronnie Coleman had to repair his back. It would have put his back in one piece. So, always great to just see Ramy back at it, and he just never gave up. So in the next update of the day, this is a recent physique update from Ahmad El Sadani. Actually, I don't know if this is recent because he speaks a different language and the captions don't always translate. But his most notable placing will probably be second place to Keon Pearson at last year's Chicago Pro. And what do you guys think about this physique? I see no one talking about him, and he is a crazy 212 competitor. The way he's looking right now, I'm not even sure if he'll be able to fit into the 212 weight cap. But as always, I will keep you guys updated on him. He is one of my favorites in this division. I'm really into the 212 division. You know, it doesn't get talked about a lot. And in the last story of the day, huge shout out to Buys and Tries for this photo. One of the best Instagram pages for bodybuilding news. This was from Big Ramy on a podcast. I've decided since the beginning that I would stop bodybuilding at 38 years old. My kids ask me about it. I tell them 38 hasn't come yet. When it comes, we'll talk. And Big Ramy is 37 years old, which means this could potentially be Big Ramy's last year competing as a bodybuilder. But you know, this isn't set in stone yet. And Big Ramy did say once he gets to 38, he may change his mind. Now, if you guys want a more in-depth breakdown on this, go over to Bodybuilding and BS, Nick Trigilli's channel. He does incredible work over there, guys. I always want to shout out to other people in the community. One of my favorite channels as well. He goes into detail in this in about 10 to 15 minutes. But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from GOAT Fitness, and I'm out.